That gave a lot of Bayelsa sporting leverage when I was doing it. That's where I get Ocean Boy, they became something.
Ocean Boys.
But those who are myopic, put that way, I don't mind. And I did now, and I sponsor the Porbeni rowing federation, which is.
Do you get satisfaction from putting out your money in rowing? Do you get satisfaction? Have you been getting satisfaction?
You know, when I see athletes come and row, and then when they win, like I won Alaba Ferrari, it's a challenge athlete, but he's very powerful in rowing. And he's calling me Alaba Ferrari, and he's so happy. That gives them some joy. That joy that they have, I get joy out of it.
All right, we'll take a break on the Armed Forces Remembrance Day, and we'll see about Admiral Festus Porbeni to tell us about the Nigerian rowing and sailing, and of course, to give us also some exclusive stories from the military and some information that might be very important for us.
Government special announcement. The Rivers State government is pleased to invite the general public to the following activities marking the 2023 Armed Forces Remembrance Day celebration in the state. Day 1, Jumat service. Date, Friday 6 January 2023. Venue, Rivers State Central Mosque, Port Harcourt Township. Time, 1 p.m. Day 2, Interdenominational Church and Thanksgiving service. Date, Sunday 8 January 2023. Venue, All Saint Cathedral, Rumokruche. Time, 10 a.m. Day 3, Remembrance Day Parade and Wreath Laying. Date, Sunday, 15 January 2023. Venue, Isaac Borough Park, Senator Maiwon Dio, Port Harcourt. Time,
2 p.m.
His Excellency, Barrister Yesom Ezwan Wike, CON, GSSRS, Life Bencher, Governor of Rivers State, will inspect the Guard of Honors as well as lead the service chiefs and heads of agencies to lay wreath on the grave of the unknown soldier.
Invited guests are kindly requested to be seated before start of all events. This is signed by Dr. George CYK, FCA, MNI, Permanent Secretary, SSB, for Secretary to the State Government.
Being at the Olympics, you know, when I first started talking about it, if you told me that it would actually happen, I wouldn't have believed you. Rowing blindly for 6 months is never fun when you're putting yourself through, you know, crazy workouts hoping that people will just give you the time of day, but that's a lot about life, you know. I realized that you don't have to be the smartest, the best, or the fastest, you just have to work hard. My name is Cherika Ukogu, or Coco, that's what my family and friends call me. I grew up in Philadelphia. My parents are from Nigeria, from Anambra State. What really got me to participate and want to participate was actually watching the 2012 rowing in the Olympics. What happens with rowing is that sometimes if a country has a very small delegation, people are allowed to compete without qualifying through the necessary channels. So there was a former swimmer from Niger, Isaka, who actually learned how to row about 3 months before the Olympics, and he was able to go, and he got last by a lot because he just started rowing. A lot of the feedback was kind of negative. He got the name the sculling sloth, and you know, people were kind of rude to him, and that really got me fired up. With most sports at the Olympics, you know, you're knocked out. But with rowing, you keep going. So, you know, after quarterfinals, I was still in contention for a medal, but then I didn't get top 3. So then from there, I was in, you know, the second tier, you know, and I got second place in the D final, which made me 20th overall. I think people thought I was still in medal contention. And then, you know, Snoop Dogg Instagrammed it, and then BBC wrote an article. BuzzFeed also wrote an article. Now I guess I'm an internet. I went viral, so. The Olympics and leading up to the Olympics was a lot of, you know, physical exertion, and now medical school is a lot of mental exertion. But you know, I'm so excited for it, and this is what I've always wanted. You know, for me, medicine is the ability to be an ultimate steward and an ultimate, you know, person of service. The same way that I rode for Nigeria because I felt like there's so many opportunities in rowing, is the same reason why I want to be a doctor. I feel like you, in order to take advantage of all the opportunities that you have, you need to be healthy first.
Former Nigerian Transport Minister and retired Rear Admiral in the Nigerian Navy has thrown his weight behind establishment of a naval base in Kano State. According to him, he started his Navy training in northern India, an area that has similar climate as Kano State. For him, there is no issue setting up a naval base in Kano State.
Having a stone base, a stone frigate is not the first. Kano is not the first. But stone frigate, even Orienta in Owerri, and that's in Abia State, and so it's acceptable. Besides, personally, my first naval electrical engineering school, which is in India, is in Jamnagar, which is in far north of India. No water around it, so nothing wrong in it.
It will be recalled that Governor Ganduje of Kano State had requested for the naval base to be set up in Kano State, a request which was granted and approved by the Nigerian government.
So thank you for the sensitization program which you have planned to do so that the young people in Kano, young men and women, will appreciate the naval service so that they can be able to make a good choice to join the Nigerian Navy. I think this is a very good initiative. So we thank you for that. We assure you we'll give you maximum cooperation for a complete success of this conference that you are holding.
So thank you for the offer of precisely 100 hectares of land to the Nigerian Navy. For us to establish a naval base in Kano. I assure you that the base, when established, will contribute to showcasing the efforts of the armed forces of Nigeria at keeping Nigeria one indivisible nation.
The new naval base in Kano State already has an acting commander who is Captain Mohammed Abubakar Al-Hassan, who has also been included in Kano State intersecurity meeting by Governor Ganduje. Admiral Festus Porbeni also said special naval SEAL school will also be trained at the new naval base in Kano State.
In the first place, the Navy provided, we have what's called special boat services. You know, Navy.
Okay, welcome back, and we're celebrating the Nigerian Armed Forces, and we have a veteran with us in the house, former Nigerian Transport Minister, former Nigerian Ambassador to Equatorial Guinea, former member of the Armed Forces, former member of the Armed Forces Ruling Council, Ambassador FBI Porbeni. You're welcome back, sir.
Thank you, Supreme.
So, let's go back to the Armed Forces, which is part of your setup. Are you happy with what you've been seeing so far in the Nigerian military?
Yes, for me, they're doing very well, because when this administration came on board, Boko Haram were controlling some parts of some local government with their flags. Today, there's nothing like that. They've dispersed into thin air, not thin air. They're now individuals causing problem here and there. But soon they will take it away gradually. I know that.
So let's talk about the Armed Forces Remembrance Day. The River State government has lined up activities to celebrate these activities. Are you aware of any of the programs? Okay, let's take a call. Hello, good afternoon. Hello. Our number is 07037723125. That's our number on this program. 07037723125. So let's talk about the armed forces and then talk about your role and what you've seen so far. The elections is coming. Let's leave politics and stay on this one. So Are you happy with what you've been seeing? You talked about you're happy with the present setup. You've gotten your pensions and everything, gratuity.
Yes. The present administration has done rectify our gratuity, which is very good, and our pension.
Hello, good afternoon. Can you hear us? Hello. 07037723125. That's our number. We have Ambassador FBI Porbeni, President of the Nigerian Rowing Federation, and also former member of the Armed Forces Ruling Council, and he's with us in the house, right, live and direct in the studios of Rstv. We are talking about the rowing armed forces, and let's also look about. Hello. Can you hear us? Good afternoon. Hello. Please, when you call us, turn down the volume of your TV set so that we don't get a call back. Please turn down the volume of your TV set so that we don't get a call back. 0703-772-3125. Ambassador Porbeni is with us in the house. Let's talk about rowing, shall we? Because you have so many activities coming up this year. So January, when is your event coming up in Abuja and Jabi Lake?
Mid-January to late January, yes.
This month?
Yeah, this month.
How prepared are we?
We are prepared. We have the...
Hello, good afternoon. Can you hear us? Hello? All right. Good afternoon. Can you hear us? All right. Go ahead, sir. Sorry. Can you hear us? All right. We'll sort out this network problem, shall we? Let's look at some of the Premier League matches. Highlight of the English Premier League. And when we come back, we promise to take the calls coming in for Ambassador FBI Porbeni. All right, you're welcome back, and we still have Admiral Festus Porbeni, the former Nigerian ambassador to Equatorial Guinea and also transport minister. You're welcome back to the studio, sir, and let's talk about a little bit of football. The World Cup is over, and many people say Pele, the king of football, is dead. You met him in Brazil?
Yes, when I went for Rio, he came for the football activities there.
What kind of person was Pele?
Quite a gentleman. Very focused and very humble and civilized. Somebody who no question, popular, this, humble.
Hello, good afternoon. You can call us on 0703-772-3125, and you can also send us an SMS on that same number. And we're discussing football now with Ambassador FBI Porbeni, former Nigerian ambassador to Equatorial Guinea. You said Pele was a very humble man.
Very humble.
Okay, so let's talk about sports in general in the country, Nigeria. You were very much into sports. For 2023, what do we expect? Nigerian sports generally, it's not happy. Many people are not happy that Nigeria wasn't at the World Cup in Qatar.
We're not at the World Cup, but we were there in the music industry. Everybody has to showcase something, and we showcase our music industry.
True. One more talk with you before we leave, and the elections are coming up very shortly. What message do you have for Nigerian youths who might want to go and vote? We're not campaigning for anybody here, but
definitely to say they should be focused and ensure that they have their PVC and they vote their conscience.
Vote their conscience?
Yes.
All right. Hello? All right. Thank you very much, Ambassador FBI Porbeni. It's been a 51 minutes grueling time with us right here in the studios.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. I hope you can keep us posted with regards to your rowing event coming up mid-January in Abuja.
Yes, definitely.
All right. Thank you very much. We'll continue with more programs on Rstv. This time around, we'll move to Gokana, where they had their carnival, wonderful carnival